Hi guys, Chris from FinancePath. Hope you're well, hope you're surviving isolation, enjoying spending some time with the family during this trying time. Over the next couple of weeks, we're wanting to send some videos out and some updated information. There's a lot of information going around the market at the moment, particularly around some of the government incentives or the government packages that they're providing people to help them get through this period of time. And one of those ones we want to focus on today is the early release of super. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Michael Flora from Portfolio Planners, who'll provide a little bit of guidance around that. Michael's a qualified financial planner, is more than authorised to provide some guidance in this space. Please keep in mind that the discussion we have today is general advice only. If you do need further advice on whether you're eligible to get access to your super, please speak to your existing financial planner, but Michael, who a lot of you will be familiar with, already deals with a lot of our clients. He's available to also answer any particular questions you have. So let's start by understanding, Michael, what is this early release of super, and sort of how do you qualify and what is it?
Yeah, so it's just a short-term measure introduced by the government really to get us through this period of the coronavirus. So what the government's allowing us to do now is draw down up to $10,000 from your superannuation fund before 1 July this year, and potentially another $10,000 after 1 July. So you can draw up to $20,000 from your superannuation account, but it's something you need to think about really carefully. It should be considered a last resort to do. Okay,
we'll get onto that a little bit more. So you can get access to $10,000 this financial year, $20,000 in the new financial year, but who can apply? What are the criteria to get access to it?
That's right. So generally with superannuation, you can't touch it until you're retired.
Yep.
There are a few exceptions to that rule. So they're introduced a new rule where basically anyone who's been impacted by the coronavirus. So that's if someone has been made unemployed, or if your working hours are reduced by 20%, or self-employed, your turnover's dropped. So anybody who's been impacted, not in their income, can apply to draw down up to $10,000.
Okay, so how do I apply? Is it easy?
It is, yeah. So first thing to do, and I would suggest to anyone, regardless of whether you're applying for this or not, get a MyGov account.
Yep.
This is all done through the tax system, through the ATO. It's not done by your superannuation fund initially, it's the ATO. So get a MyGov account, apply from the 20th of April, you can apply through the ATO, through the MyGov website. They will assess whether you're eligible or not. So don't go to your super fund, get a MyGov account, nominate, and then from 20th of April, it's available.
So traditionally getting access to superannuation has been reserved to those people either transitioning to retirement or at retirement age. The government has been really strict on that for obvious reasons.
Yep.
For obvious reasons, but this is a bit of a change. One of the first times that I can ever remember the government providing
there are a
access
couple
to
of other rules. So you've all under extreme financial hardship or illness, you can access to super, but this is a one-off.
This is largely a one-off because of the unique circumstances.
Correct.
Getting access to superannuation, there's always pros and cons associated with that. Can you just talk through some of the advantages, I suppose, of getting access to one of the reasons why you want to get access to your $10,000 or potentially $20,000 now?
Yep.
And then potentially some of the cons that people need to be aware of that if you do that.
Yeah, okay. So as I said, it's a last resort measure. If you are experiencing financial difficulty where you've lost income, you've got a mortgage to service, you've got school fees to pay, essential items that need to be paid, and you need access to funds, it's something it's worthwhile considering. If you do it, have in the back of your mind if you can get that money back into superannuation when things return to normal.
Okay.
Because over the long term, a $10,000 withdrawal now for somebody who's say 35 years of age, over the next 30 years, it will impact your super balance at retirement from anywhere from $40,000 to $70,000 at retirement. So it's got long-term implications, but if you need it in the short term, it's worth considering.
And the environment we're in at the moment would be considered extreme, so...
Absolutely. Case by case though, don't just think you're going to get it and buy yourself a new TV or do something else. It's for essential items.
And like with anything, getting access to superannuation or anything retirement planning, we would always advise that you speak to your existing financial planner first. If you don't have an existing financial planner, call our office. We'll put you in contact with Michael that can provide some guidance potentially, as he's qualified to do so around access to this early release of super measure. So that's all for today. We hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and look after your family.
Good luck.